Hello, welcome to the fourth episode of this Alan Wake Let's Play. I am Jackson Tyler of abnormalmapping.com, and last time Barry and I, who was my agent, headed out to this cabin that we rented, and I'm heading out to Lover's Peak to meet the kidnapper of my wife. Though there's lots of mysteries, intriguing stuff going on, God knows what's actually going to happen. I'm assuming that... Oh, let's turn that on. That compared to the last episode... why have I only got 9 batteries? Shit, what... How's my... Wait, do I have a gun? Okay, so that resets below... Oh, I did have to go to the station, I guess. But I wasn't being arrested, I don't know, it's... I'm usually pro consistency of resources if it's a game with resource management. Anyway, I assume that's the door I'm heading out of. Yeah, so off we go. Where are we gonna go?
Wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Of course you are. Right. Thus begins the combat sequence. I did not like the last combat sequence. I found it boring. I found it tired. Here we go.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Did it? I was checking. Is there a way to save the game? Because I'm worried that this video hasn't started recording. There's no way for me to tell. And manual saves help out a lot with a Let's Play thing. Well, I hope it's right. Otherwise, we're going to have to skip half an hour a game.
Rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
I'm mostly worried because the frame rate seems to be better. I assume that's due...
I knew I should have gone to the cops.
Oh my god,
This
stop
wasn't the
monologuing.
smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Your monologuing is bad, and you should feel bad. I know you do feel bad, but it's for the wrong reasons. I'm disappointed I didn't use my shotgun last time, considering it's gone away. But I know me enough to know that I won't use it. Just as a safe zone, so I assume we get there. This is a off the beaten path area. It's weird how it tells you what's on the path and what's not. It's very specific. Ugh.
Welcome
The
back
radio.
to the show, folks.
I do like the radio
Our
bits.
very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Yep.
Oh,
Hilarious.
No,
Oh, that's pretty stupid. That's pretty good.
I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen.
Switch them on. There we go. Light switch.
Yes, exactly.
We're heading out. I'm heading out. But yeah, lack of manual saves is a bit of a bummer. Mostly this is very average in terms of how cool the ported is. It's just a 360 game, which is fine. It runs fine. Oh, what's that? Oh, of course, the bulb broke on where you wanted to go. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? Power thing, no. Jump up there, no. Okay. Lover's Peak that way, nature trail that way. I'm following the trail to the peak, so... let's look in this cabin. I'm looking in all the cabins. Oh, the birds. Oh, whew. See, actually, the game is now doing a better job of building up atmosphere in this chapter than it has done until now. Oh, yes. Let's open this while it's...
punishment.
Let's watch another one of
The
these.
cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs.
This is fantastic.
The Man in the Mirror.
Mm-hmm. Show me.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
That guy.
Coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really throws.
Oh, these are amazing.
Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
Oh.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay?
Want to zoom in?
I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
I don't either.
And you never will. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Is there going to be a reflection in the thing? Oh, no. Okay, that was it, I guess. No closing monologue? That's a shame. Well, that sure was ridiculous. Let's be on our way. Towards Lover's Peak we go. I've seen all those ones, yeah. Haven't I? How many do I have? Oh, this chapter's going to be longer than the other chapter. Yeah, a couple videos of the combat sections, I'm sure. There's a visitor center that way.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Well, that's real. That's fantastic.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody?
Where is he?
Help me!
Where is it? Oh, that checkpoint thing's not good sign.
Please help
The game has
me!
a huge focus, or wants to have a huge focus on atmosphere and space.
Help me!
What happened to you, Rusty?
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Where's the page? Do I get to read his
Whoever
page?
did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. Shh. Good boy.
Yeah, I'm back at Rusty's now. I guess get the lights on first.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
So a generator behind here. No. It'll be somewhere in this building then, okay. Oh yeah, because I had a key, didn't I? Oh, was that a manuscript page? Was there a manuscript page? There it is. What is it? Wake reaches
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Cool. Let's head in here. What's in this thing? Batteries and revolver ammo. Okay.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Well, here we go.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with alien patches. It looked like liquid darkness.
Well, oh, here we go. Rusty attack with the dark
The
presence.
visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. He felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Ha, ha. I broke my arm once, so that. Ha. Ah. I guess we'll burn all the darkness. I don't want darkness around me.
I just need hunting licenses.
Who's this? Okay, done. Bam. Return to Rusty.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Who's saying that? Ooh, what's going on?
Fishing is only permitted for those prisoners.
Is that Rusty?
Fishing license, obey. The Park Ranger's instructions.
Rusty, no!
Never.
Okay. Man, these shooty bits are not very interesting at all.
Closer than 25 yards.
Pets must be leashed.
Never leave your pet unattended.
Where have, this is me trying to find them.
It is against the law to remove
Not a fan of these vocal effects. It's almost there. Nope.
This includes
There he
even
goes.
you may or even cemeteries.
Bam! Done. Good job. Okay, taking him out. Where to now? Do I go back through the... Oh, it's taken forever to... Do I get flashlight upgrades? I haven't got anything to upgrade with, so maybe I'll just find a new flashlight soon. it just makes shooting more finicky. And there is an interesting way to play with light and dark. And even guns. You can play with light and dark and guns, but this is not it. Where are we going? This game came out 5 years after Resident Evil 4, and you can tell there's a lot of influence here. But let's list his phone call first.
What? What the hell was that? I saw it from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Okay. Yeah. That game builds atmosphere in its thing through deliberate pacing of movement. You must check every corner, knowing that there can be something behind the corner, whereas this has very deliberate signposting of when it brings enemies in. It'll flash behind you. It'll be like, now it's enemy time. It makes non-combat and combat very discrete modes of play, and the effect is lessened, I think. I mean, I'm only about 2 hours in, or barely, I'm not even there yet, but, you know, it could... that's pretty obvious. I don't know if that's going to change. I assume I'm in this game for the mode until the end, so...
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Well. Heal me up, let's go. I assume that's the way to go. Or is this way to go? Yeah, that's the way to go. So this way is the alternative. Which way is the alternative? Which was the real way to go? Well, there's a light that way, so maybe that way is later. There's no maps. Oh, Lover's Peak is that way, so this way must be... Always go down the path you're not meant to go down first. Video game 101, come on. But I think I was broken with the thing. This game is very measured. Not measured. It's very what's the word? It's not very fluid in its pacing. It goes from I'm clearing an exploration road, and at some point, something will happen that'll trigger combat. But I'm not worried that there's going to be an enemy behind that desk. I'm not worried there's going to be an enemy in that shed. You know, and so, and the things you find in the environment aren't interesting enough to. Oh, that's the way I came. And also, it all looks the same. It's all just green stuff, and I got turned around really easy there. You can tell. How did I get turned around that easily? What did I fight? Yeah, I know. I didn't go even for anyone. Oh, yeah, you go around the path. Okay, I understand now. Let's head down. But yeah, and the shooting here is incredibly fast and dynamic, but because you have to keep your thing held on one enemy for a long time, it just...
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Let's follow the signs. It just becomes extra frustrating and not very interesting. Here we go. Is there anyone to fight for this thing? Oh, This is creepy. Bad things await down here. I'm certain of it. But I appreciate the restraint of the game at the moment to be fairly light on combat at the moment. There might be someone immediately as I turn around. That dentist scare in Bioshock 1 messed me up for good, and now I assume all times I have to get a thing, there'll be something waiting behind me. But yeah, this level has had more restraint. It's allowed things to build up. There's been one big combat thing, but for the most part, it's let there be a flow to things. But there's only so much I can do. Like, it's better than it was last level, but you know, yeah, it broke. I'm not really into it. I also don't know what the point to the game is. See, it gives you a big alert. You are now entering combat. Oh Christ. And then it gives you that noise, and you know combat's done. Pick up batteries. Yeah. Which is not the way... I mean, this is a shooter. It's not a survival horror game, so it's clearly not going to build up tension in the same way a survival horror game does. But in terms of atmosphere, it goes against this feeling of tension and unease. They do still want to build, because even though it's not a horror game, it plays into elements of that genre, and it's trading in that genre because it's just pastiching Stephen King. And it's just sad that mechanically it's not interested with any of that beyond this incredibly simplified. That's the hiking trail. What's that way? See, there's a fight coming now. I can feel it. Manuscript page in here.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
You know, Alan Wake is very sophisticated about his romantic taste. You know, by which I mean he's an arsehole who looks down on people. He's a writer. He's an intellectual. Thank you. Blah, blah. Anyway, I know part of Alan Wake being an arsehole to everyone is on purpose. There we go. That's not. That's just a sign. See? I love this peak. Now things are getting weird. And this is pretty horror game right now. And the game's themes are reality and insanity, as much as I am loath to say that on the face of it because it's such a shitty idea. Like, there we go. Ooh. Just checkpoint, cool. 8 shotgun ammo. I don't need shotgun ammo at the moment. It's far harder to you know, people coming from that way. Yeah, that's more difficult than the bullets. I'm sure that'll change. As time goes on. But there we go. The Great Old One, filled by lightning. What else? Read. Filled by lightning, 1937. Cool. I'm just going to walk through it. Yeah. I knew there were guys around. God, I'm glad I'm on easy. Let's do that. That keeps him back. Oh, he's covering his eyes, so you shoot him to... Oh, he was already unlighted. Okay. I was just not shooting the right thing. He was ready to be shot. Cool. Let's head on. Let's press on. Onwards we go. Actually, not onwards we go. I was lying there. This is a good place to stop. No, one more. Because, see, why? I'd already walked there. How did everyone... Oh, this combat is bad. Okay. There you go. About 5 more minutes. Because I remember at the beginning of the episode I was worried it hadn't recorded, so actually I'm going to stop now. In case it didn't record, and then we'll start from here, because not much story stuff has happened. We killed Rusty, that was it. But I'll leave you, see you on this tree, and when we come back next time, we'll depart this tree and reach Lover's Peak. I've been Jackson Tyler of AbnormalMapping.com. Good day, goodbye.